What's up, YouTube? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, what I want to speak on is the Snoopy Badazz situation. Well, it might not be a big old situation, but for the most part, Snoopy Badazz got on no jumper, and he kind of disrespected a handful of people, and he also gave a lot of credit to Cowboy. Now, I don't care what you try to call yourself or what you try to act like. Ain't no real stand-up person that's a big Pyru or big Crip or whatever. Ain't nobody coming from the streets acting like they represent this and this and this and this and that on some gangster stuff. And they gonna be giving a person like Cowboy his flowers for getting on that stand and participating in getting the man convicted. It's no way to flip it. It's no way to slice it. The proof is in the pattern of behavior. We done seen what done took place already. It is what it is. We understand, everybody understand that everybody's not upset with Cowboy. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? It might be people, it's people in the streets that don't seem like they're not even upset with Cowboy. And that's cool for them. But when everybody signed up for that red rag or that blue rag, everybody knew that cooperating with law enforcement in the form of trying to get somebody arrested or put in jail or convicted is a big no-no. We all know that. Anybody that ever, you know what I'm saying, if you really signed up and you really signed up for that blue rag and that red rag, everybody know that that's a no-go. Is it some weird situations and some gray areas and stuff? Yeah, it do. But in the same sentence, you can't be sitting on here bashing people talking about they WAC 100 sympathizers or they YG sympathizers, but you sympathizing with a person like Cowboy. Cowboy want to represent Crit, he want to represent 6 then he want to represent law enforcement. And that's just not how the game is played, man. Nobody cares for a person that straddled the fence. Figure out which way you gonna go and stick to it. But at the end of the day, a person like Cowboy is so old, that means that he been made the choice on which way he was supposed to go. And he was supposed to stick to it. But he did what he wanted to do. That's fine. That's his choice. But be okay with what people call you the same way you was okay with breaking them guidelines. You know, the same way you woke up one day and was like, hey, I'm a write the book. I'm going to write the rules because of how I feel about what I experienced and what I feel what victimized me and my people. That's cool. Do what you wanted to do. But don't be upset and be trying to fight people and debate people when they say that you a rat. Because you did. You took the stand against another one of your homeboys. Now he might not be your homeboy directly, but y'all all a part of the same hood. Y'all all from the same place. And you didn't keep it in the streets. You feel me? But it ain't even about Cowboy. This is about Snoopy Badazz. So I'm just saying, Snoopy Badazz, ain't no way you could get on a platform and pick and choose on what's weak and what's not. You know, you got more anti-WAC 100 with homosexual jokes without even having a dead bang proof or fact. He wanted me to start wearing smaller clothes. Oh man, he's a homosexual. Oh, this and this and this and that. And it's you fishing for these individuals. You know what I'm saying? You throwing assumptions out there about AD and all these people not liking you. But if you could call a person you really big with this failed rapper term, But how come you not big on this breaking the street code or breaking the honor code with these people like a Cowboy? You gave Cowboy all the flowers in the world. And it don't matter, even if it's like, even if Cowboy didn't take the stand, it would have still been a violation for him to promote conviction against the individual that, that did what he did. You know what I mean? Now, if you would have been promoting anti him in the form of you trying to keep up with him and get with him in the same way he did what he did in the streets, then that'd have been okay. But promoting any form of trying to get dude in a jam with law enforcement is a flag on the play regardless. It ain't even about if he would have went up there and told or any of that. That man, he was caught on camera, everything. It was bad. It was hard for him to get out of that situation. But you can't be on here talking about you the king of Compton and you this and this and this and that and you one of the biggest gangsters and other niggas that people respect from Compton, you don't know them and they not this and they not that, and that ain't how it go. You can't name five or, you can't name a handful of individuals with a bad taste in your mouth. But a person like Cowboy, you got motherfucking sirloin, steak. You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that type of energy at all. And this is what it is. This ain't even about like me trying to get no message to Snoopy Badazz. He is who he is and he stand on what he stand on. And that's him. But I'm just showing y'all to the audience on what I call what was a flag on the play. So be mindful out here, man, when you want to start pointing out stuff or when you want to start like attacking people, whether it's verbally, physically, whatever. Make sure you got your campaign clear. So at least we can look at you honorable and say, yeah, he's standing on something. Not mixing a lot of emotion with a lot of this and this with some assumptions and then trying to sweep under the rug other real faulty stuff. Like that ain't how that go. That's just not how it go. Mind you, wasn't nobody from Compton that's really a Crip or a real Pyru would ever in their life promote some Pyru Crip shit, some Crip Pyru shit, whatever. Like, they wouldn't do it. It's just not gonna happen. They represent Compton. Everything around it, everything in between, they don't have a problem with that. That's what that is. Everybody represent that blue team, red team, burgundy team, however it go. But you're not gonna get no stump down real Crip or stump down real Pyru to start banging both. It's just not gonna happen. You could respect both. You could not disrespect either. But it's like, if we gonna tie rags together, it's gonna be one person on one side of a color rag and another person on the other side of the color rag. It's not gonna be one person in the mix holding two rags together. It's just not gonna happen like that. And then if you want to be unified like that, you gotta kind of like just stand on like the black community or the minority community, if that's what you want to do. Get on your black and power or whatever. But you can't still try to be a gangster and keep rewriting these rules. You can't take a whole press run tour denouncing your gang and where you from, and then the next day you on platforms you saying that you back from where you from. It should never be that. But I mean, you know, I could go on and go on, but this ain't about me trying to bash him. This ain't me trying to create no problem between him and me, whatever. I'm just poking holes through a person's character. It is what it is, though, if a person is offended. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in them comments, man. Keep it a Benji for me. If not, stay out of them. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. 100.